All right, guys, here we go. Heading to Game 3 of Match 1. We're down in Group L. The result of this match will dictate what Zath and I cast next. The winner of this match will be moving on to face Armada Rosita. But for now, we got to look at Game 3 here on Land of Fire.
Mm-hmm. So I'll take PN if you don't mind.
Let's do this. Bring it on.
All right. So PN has decided that they want both flavors of Japanese steel folded 1,000 times. There's the Shikishima and the Yamato.
Look at that.
We've got
Des
Moines.
That's a pretty sight, Zath. Look at them.
Look
at those things.
It is actually a very pretty sight. So you got Des Moines, double Moskva, Nevsky, double Marceau, and a Daring.
NOCAP coming to the dance. Burgonia, Yamato, Des Moines, double Nevsky, Stalingrad, Gearing, Daring, and Marceau. Marceau very popular today, Zath. We've seen lots of them. Well, I actually do wonder why. We talked about this a little bit in the last event, right? I still struggle at times to understand. So somebody smarter than me is going to have to explain it to me someday. And plenty of people could. Like, there's plenty of smart players in this game smarter than me. But what is it about Marceau that Marceau does that Kleber couldn't also do or potentially even do better? Is it because just the base reload of the guns is so much faster that she's more OP in a gunfight, whereas Kleber has to push her fancy reload button to get that feel?
I think it's more you've got the arcs that allow you to fire over islands, so you can abuse that kind of mechanic.
That's true.
It's got the torpedoes, which are the typical French spicy, and we were actually wrong, by the way, when we were casting before. It's got 2 torpedo launchers on either side. We thought it was 2 and 1.
2 and 1. Yeah, we got that wrong.
So we got that wrong. But so Marceau's got that utility. She's pretty darn fast. And you're right. She's not dependent on hitting that main battery reload booster to make it work. But yeah, I mean she's a tough ship to play. But between her and a Kleber, I think there's certainly advantages to each of those ships.
I agree, because they're kind of similar but not identical, right?
Yes, exactly.
It's going to be an interesting rumble at B. Both sides bringing a Daring, both sides bringing a Marceau, both sides backed up by a Russian heavy cruiser with radar. So B has the potential to be very, very curious early on.
And I almost wonder too if these guys are expecting Kleber to be banned and therefore are playing Marceau. It feels weird.
Well, but I mean, you'll know in advance if the thing is banned, right? You'll be able to react because the ban, you'll know the ban. Okay, oh, they banned Kleber, I'll take Marceau. Oh, they banned Marceau, I'll take Kleber, presumably, right? I won't say the two ships are interchangeable, but they're similar enough that you ought to be able to get similar work out of each one.
Right. Radar going up by Elusive Payfast. Love that name.
I do love that name.
Means that Bravo is now going to be open.
Is Killer King going to dodge them all? He is. Well done with the speed and rudder adjustment there. Finds a gearing size gap.
Oh, over at A. Yeah, over at A. I see that now.
Yep. The Marceau rushed to A, bagged the cat, but Killer King already there. PN getting all of 2 points off of it before it was bagged. Now, one thing about PN's strategy on this map, and you can kind of see it here as they position their ships, they obviously have no intention of contesting the CCAP. I mean,
so
at least not early. Yeah. It looks like XGC is going to run over there and grab it, though.
So we saw something that was like this last weekend as well, last Sunday, where there was a destroyerless side, and they just kind of rushed in and took the afterwards. So I wonder if we're seeing a similar play over here. Both teams basically saying C doesn't matter that much. We're just gonna sit back and wait and let's get A and B settled and squared away first.
Well, and the Daring, I mean, is that Hawkeye? It's Hawkeye's Daring has kind of been left by himself at B. He's still got the Stalingrad behind him. But we know Captain Bond's radar is down for the moment. It looks like Hawkeye's play is to go ahead and let Tilo bag the cap, which he's done, and now he's going to reverse onto it. He's going to let him have it and then contest it. So you see he's got his Hydro up. There's some Marceau torps coming in.
Interestingly enough, over at A, I think there's a lot more that's going to play out here in a second as Mowgli is getting ready to just hard push against Ledger. There's really not
Ah!
much to stop him other
He
than, well, I guess Iron Man's
the
Yamato.
Yamato's kind of backstopping him there, but Mowgli's also not going full speed, right? Like he's pulled the brake. And admittedly, if you give the Marceau time to get set and figure out where his torpedo angles are, then this might not end bad. At the same time, what I think they're doing is they're pausing. Yeah, they're pausing. They're waiting for Killer Kane to move up on the flank and get Ledger spotted, which it looks like Kane is doing now. Kane's got to have him lit on the surface. Daring versus Daring continues at B. They continue to the little mini games can continue to push Hawkeye off the cap as he continues to attempt to contest as Summers' Marceau rotates to C. XGC's Marceau about halfway done with the cap here. Waiting. I wonder if Incandescent's waiting to radar. They have to know he's here. Oh yeah, they can see him. So XGC knows that he's within radar range of the Moskva. I'm wondering if he's already been. He's taken some HP damage. I'm wondering if he got beat up a little bit and pushed off once by that radar already while we were looking somewhere else.
He probably did.
Probably did. Now Summers comes around the corner with a big health advantage. Spotting XGC to push him off the cap. This is a bad engagement for XGC.
Yep. Speed 3 also has a shot. He hasn't taken any yet, though.
XGC's not alone either. His teammates coming in to hammer Summers' Glow as well. Summers giving up a fair chunk of his health for this trade. Both Marceaus down about 7,000 HP from where they started the engagement. Pretty even trade. But not before XGC bags the cap.
Yeah, now, that was better than I thought it would have been.
look at Hawkeye's position. I think maybe they're trying to pincer Ledger's Marceau in here. I think maybe. Uh-oh. They pushed Mowgli back far enough the Yamato finally had an angle on him, but he missed the shot. Now the Daring coming in to try to punish General Ledger. Getting some free damage as Ledger retreats back behind cover.
Yep, Deadeye Abuser is also coming under sustained fire now from Nevsky, Des Moines, and Gearing.
I feel like the A cap is eventually going to break for NOCAP, Zath. I feel like PN's position here cannot be maintained over the long haul.
It's going to depend heavily on what happens with that Nevsky. If Deadeye Abuser is able to get out of here, I think it'll continue to be a bit of a kind of a standoff. But once it goes down, it's very easy for Killer Kane and the Gearing to rotate up, and then you're absolutely right. Then General Ledger's dead.
Hawkeye's Daring, Mowgli's Des Moines. Killer Kane's Gearing all kind of trying to close in and trap Ledger's Marceau. The Marceau looks like he's finally going to play discretion becoming the better part of valor. He's running. Tilo's Daring trying to close in on Hawkeye from the opposite side.
Ledger just dodged those torpedoes. Here comes the push by Mowgli.
I think Mowgli's got his Hydro up. I think I saw the Hydro Pulse going out a minute ago. I know Hawkeye had his up. Either way, they've got eyes on Ledger. Good hit. Shells coming in on Ledger from everywhere. This would be an example.
Hawkeye now has that spot.
Yep. This would be an example of your RoboCop, wouldn't it, Zath?
Yes.
See, I can learn. I may be an old internet guy, but I can learn a new meme.
Oh man, I'm so proud of you.
287 HP for General Ledger, but they've lost eyes. He escapes. That could be a decisive miss there for NOCAP, leaving those points on the board. Coming up on the halfway mark, NOCAP working on about a 130-point lead, about to bag A. They haven't killed General Ledger. They're not technically up a ship, but they technically kind of are, because if Ledger gets spotted by anything, he's a dead man.
Speaking of dead men, Incandescent is possibly going down here.
Well, he's got Yami shells falling in. That's an aggressive push. I'm a little surprised to see it.
Oh,
He survives, but he's on 3K and climbing. barely. He's going to maybe call him back to about 5,000 HP. We'll see where that heal stops. 4,500 for the Moskva. Can they see him? They cannot. No eyes on Incandescent right now. When you look at PN's deployment, they've definitely kited through C, so that arrangement has worked for them. They're about to surrender control of B, but they've got enough ships in the vicinity that they should be able to pick B back up eventually.
Incandescent got detected again. Here come some shells from the Yamato.
Could be our first kill of the game, Zath. Let's see if he can get it. He does.
And he does.
NOCAP, narrowing the gap there. I'm sorry, I stated it wrong a minute ago. That lead was PN. PN had the lead, but that lead shrinking now. Oh, I'm sorry. They still have a lead on caps because NOCAP surrendered to B.
Words are hard, ladies and gentlemen.
Words are hard, man. Boy, it's
hey,
only,
there goes that IB.
It's only game 4. This is only going to get worse. One of these games, I'm going to shut up and let you talk like you did last game for me. That was all. Zap was like, "Oh, this is all you. You do it." I was like, "All right."
Well, you know, I wanted to get that issue troubleshooted and figured out. So,
oh my, Captain Bond. Oh my, Captain Bond. Oh my.
Conga line.
The Conga line torps strike again. Stalingrad goes out south of B. That's a huge kill for PN. They needed those points.
It is.
Brilliant Conga line torpedoes from Tilo.
Brilliant, absolutely. I'm going to try something new here. Chad, if you're watching mine, I'd love to hear what you think about this.
Uh-oh.
Want to see if I could make it work. If I can, I'll share with you what I did.
Okay.
If I didn't, then I'll be embarrassed and I won't say anything.
I get nervous when that's like, I'm going to be creative now. Oh, crap.
Hey, you were creative like, what, 30
Oh,
minutes
yeah,
before?
well, okay.
Oh, hey.
Well, see, here was my problem, Zath. I built that yesterday afternoon and got it working and was thinking, I'll talk to him about this Friday night. Yeah, that didn't work out so well for me, did it?
Yeah.
So,
right.
And you also didn't have to use, we haven't even used it yet today, so we'll have to see how it goes.
No. So, chat, we have a secret weapon. We have 2 secret weapons. One that I'm testing.
Two secret weapons are 3. Three secret weapons are fear, surprise, and sorry.
I was wondering if you were going to.
Come on, man. Have you met me? Yes. Jeez. 12 minutes gone. A really tight game here. 40 points separate these two teams. NOCAP up a ship, but PN up on capture control as they continue to slightly edge ahead on the extra cap that they own in the middle of the board. I really want to see what Criminal 6's Nevsky is doing over here, right? I think he's trying to push the Des Moines into a position. We're about to have a Marceau slap fight, Zath. Oh, here it comes. Oh, yep. XGC's going out. XGC's going out.
Great Summers, though.
Lots of shells falling in on Summers, but they're all falling behind. They misunderestimate the speed of the Marceau, and now the Burgonia knows he's about to get bum rushed with a Shikishima on his plank. He's trying to get his guns around for Summers' Marceau. This could get exciting.
Well, and Speed 3 in the Des Moines is also there on the flank. Here comes his AP shells.
There's not much he can do about the Des Moines. He's going to have to let it go. Oh, they're using Summers as a stalking horse. He pulls the handbrake.
Yep. Because they don't need to trade him.
No,
they just let him get chewed up by the Des Moines.
This Burgonia is in such a terrible position. He has to keep his guns trained on the Marceau. As soon as he switches his guns, the Marceau charges him.
Yep.
Now, the Nevsky's trying to get up here to give the Des Moines something else to think about, but it's too late for that. Actually, if I was the Des Moines, I would have kept going up the 9 line.
Yes.
Here come the Marceau torpedoes. I think he's going to sail right into them. Yep. Brilliant play from PN. They're going to take this Burgonia right off the board. And just like that, they were down a ship. Now they're up a ship.
That is an execution right there.
That is
now,
brilliant.
6 realizing he's got to make something happen. He's got to make them pay for what they've done. And I don't know about this, quite frankly.
Not long ago, PN looked like they were in the driver's seat, but not anymore. I'm sorry, NOCAP looked like they were in the driver's seat, but not anymore. PN with a commanding 400-point lead here. As the AP, the AP goes in on the Nevsky, like, that's not angled enough. Here comes the Shiki shells. Yep. Woof.
Wow.
Woof.
I was looking more at the north. Look at this desperation play.
Oh! The daring Torps bag Summers is Marceau. And just like that, NOCAP makes up a ship.
Yeah, well, just like that, they're gonna lose the ship.
Well, I was gonna say the Gearing versus Yamato play back here. I'm not sure why you would do this precisely. I mean, you're gonna beat up the Yamato, but you're not gonna land enough Torps to kill him. He took 3.
I think he was expecting that the Moskva didn't have an arc and range on him.
Well, he backed up far enough.
Under that situation, he could just get on Iron Man's side. Iron Man also slapped him with a salvo. I couldn't tell if it was HE or AP. That also kind of made him think twice, but it was already too late. He'd already committed.
Yep. PN in the driver's seat now. They're going to surrender control of the B-Cap, but at this exact moment, it doesn't matter. They have a ship lead, a health lead, and a points lead. All they have to do is retain control of C. They'll win in 2 minutes. Yamato Shiki duel going on over here on the 6-8 line. Shiki coming out a little bit ahead right now, it feels like.
Well, you've got Speed 3 getting involved with his guns, too. Doing what Des Moines does best, sitting behind an island and being annoying.
That guy has been so good this game, just over there, just doing what he does, being an irritating jerk.
Yep.
Because that's what Des Moines does, man.
Yep.
So now you can kind of see NOCAP seems to be, they're banking, it looks like on this push through mid, right? They've got a Des Moines, a Nevsky, a Daring lined up in the middle, the Yamato kind of in a position to back them up at C.
Mm-hmm.
I think the play is they're going to try and shove Hawkeye's Daring into C, but with the Des Moines radar right there, that feels like a play they can't win. The Des Moines radar, Speed's position has been kind of the crux of everything that's been going on over there this game, and I think it continues to be.
Absolutely.
As long as he lives, they can't step onto that cap without getting spotted. All they can do is step onto it and hold back the gates, but...
And I'm sure Koziel wants to go south at this point. He wants to get behind the Des Moines, but he can't because he gives up a broadside to accidental submarine Shikishima.
Yep.
Here comes the radar.
Yep, they've got Hawkeye lit now. They know he's there.
Yep. Conga line Torps
they don't.
coming from Daring.
How do they not know he was there? He was within 10 kilometers. Radar. Oh, the radar's offline now.
Radar might have just gone down.
15 seconds. Hawkeye. They have to step onto this cap if they want to win. They want to stay in the game. But as soon as they give up a ship, the game will end. And it looks like it might be
anyway.
It was. It's too late. They simply can't get onto the cap in time. There it was.
Yep.
Really, really well played game by both teams. Really, really well played.
Oh, absolutely.
All right,
absolutely.
I got the last resort report wrong. PN won this game, right, Zath?
Yes.
Okay, good. I'm making sure. Okay, I updated it correctly this time. I screwed the last one up. People were yelling at me in chat. They're like, "You got it wrong." I was like, "Yeah, I got it wrong," but like, it doesn't matter if the refs get it right. The rest is irrelevant.